Hi everybody, this is the start of a slightly unplanned vlog. Last time I vlogged I said to you that I wasn't competing again until areas and I was going to put some money back into training. But tomorrow I'm headed to East Soley because I've actually looked at my calendar and it's totally rammed. There's very few weekends available between now and then. So I'm off to do 2 prelims tomorrow in the hope that maybe I can add the prelim championship at midways to my list. I'd really love to go and do the novice and the prelim. So you need 3 scores over 65 to compete at midways, and currently I only have 1. So we're just going to see what happens tomorrow. Shim is bathed but already muddy because she was an idiot going out to the field, and also I need to plan and do everything in the morning. So this is just a quick intro to say tomorrow prelims, 2 of them, 65 plus is the aim, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, enjoy. So this, guys, is the bane of my life. So she is a really wet horse and her stable is quite wet in one corner. So, oh shit, will you stand? We end up with nice big stains down her socks. Hey? Cleaning time. Morning all, it is 5 to 8, Shim's platted, rebathed, everything's done, except I've forgotten my jacket. So we are just going to take Shim via our house, luckily it's on the way, grab my jacket, get some fuel, and then we'll be on our way. So we have actually left 5 minutes early, so that's good. Say hi, Muffin. Hi, you're so pretty. Oh, she's camera shy. Shim, me up the house! Okay, we're nearly there. I've got my jacket. Oops. And I know my first test. I'm pretty sure I know 13 anyway. I've never ridden prelim 2, so I've actually had to learn that one, but prelim 13 I've done a fair few times. So I'll run an eye over it before I go in. I'm feeling alright, feeling quite relaxed, feeling quite chilled. There's something really odd about having done some novices, especially 2 novices last week, and then coming back down to do prelim. I don't feel anywhere near as panicked by the floor plan. Like, it's just taken my edge off a notch, because I'm like, I can do circles, that's fine. There's no medium trot, there's no medium canter, we're all good. Although prelim 13, if I remember it rightly, does have a give and retake in trot, and I bloody hate that. So we'll see what happens. I can give and retake in canter all day long, but not in trot. Anyway, we're nearly here, so I shall leave you, and there'll probably check in again after my first test and let you know how it's gone. Alright. We had a slight issue. We got right up close to the venue and the road was closed in, so we're taking a slightly more scenic route. It's beautiful, but Jenny, when you watch this, you'll understand why I said this is not lorry suitable. You're going to have to go the other way. Anyway, let me show you. So pretty. Can't really see in there now, never mind.
Down again. can't do it.
is done. She warmed up so sweetly. It's my dog and my husband. Look at that sexy face. Anyway, warmed up really quietly, like in the mouth, I mean, like just really sweetly. There's a pigeon stuck in the hedge in the warm-up, and I was like, this will be fun. But she didn't just didn't care, basically. So the test was really sweet. So she stayed round, she was very quiet, and it was really rhythmical. But where I feel that we may lack is I have watched the video back, and of course in the test where I'm like, oh, good girl, this is lovely, it usually means I'm not forward enough. And I think that might have happened. I think that, I wouldn't say it was lacking energy. She's stepping through from behind. She's not dragging her hind end behind her, but it's not a particularly ground covering test in the trot work. But it was quiet for once, which is nice. So thinking about going through the test really quickly, it was up centre line, that was fine. I could hear the judge saying 6 a lot, so I was like, oh, damn it. But never mind. I didn't break from what I was doing. I'd rather go for consistency. Be consistently bad. That's what we're going for. At least I know what I'm going to get. No, I'm joking. So we have, centre line was fine. Circles are fine. She didn't take my right lead canter very well, but that was my fault because I had my reins, like I lost them. I didn't have enough outside contact and she sort of ran through the bridle. So I gave her a tap and said, oi, come on. Because even though that was my fault, we're a team and she could have helped me there. She knew what I was asking. So yeah, it was fine. Free walk on a, she's a good free walker, but she struggles on a turn. It doesn't come off as well, but it came off quite well in that one. So I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, generally there's not much to report, which makes me worry that I've not done enough. But we'll see, the scores aren't up yet. So I'm just giving Shim a break. She is, you can see her bum out there. She's nibbling on hay. She's a good girl. And I'm going to go and, I'll put her bridle and stuff back on in a minute, but we're just having a break and a breather. Do you see what I mean? Like, I'm not even really that sweaty. Have I even worked? I think I may have played this one safe. Like, if I'm not dripping with sweat and kicking myself for doing something stupid, usually it's a bad sign. We shall see. Anyway, I'll check back in soon.
Hasn't started yet, so about 5 minutes.
My scores, I will tell you about them in a minute. Just our day has been a bit muddled, like even getting here, and the score thing continued that. Anyway, I'll tell you more in a minute. We're just going to go down and support Jenny, because Jenny's here with Rosa, and see where we are. There's a lovely Rosa. Rosa is 24 years old. She's mega. So, I've just called Jenny's test and we're on our way home. Jenny did an amazing test. Jenny, when you watch this, you were ace, well done. And I hope the next one's going well. You're probably on or going in now. Anyway, so finished the second test. Decided that because I just felt like I hadn't done enough in the first one and that it all had gone too smoothly, I would get after a bit and ask a bit more, which she gave. So we had a little bit more forwardness, and I sat for a couple of moments in the test just to keep the hind leg underneath me so she didn't get strung out. Anyway, she did it again in that counter transition, so I sat for it and I was ready for it this time, and she still ran through it. Now Shim does lovely counter transitions like all day, every day, so I just have to have a little play with that. Some of you might have noticed that she's actually in a hanging cheat today, the one I had my lesson in, which I'd said wasn't great. It was really good for roundness but worse for suppleness, but then I put her back to a normal bit training this week and she was really difficult, so I thought I've got nothing to lose in putting the hanging cheat back in. So she's been in that bit today. Anyway, that was fine. Nobody's scores had gone up from the first class because we were all in the second one, so they don't show you anything or anything in between if you're competing again. So anyway, went upstairs to collect my sheets, and they'd sorted out the first prelim that I'd done, the prelim 2, and I saw on my sheet that I'd got a 64.14. So I was a bit gutted. Like, it's a lovely score to have, but a bit gutted because I needed a 65 for midways. Anyway, we came second in the class with that, and that was okay. And then I just sat and waited a couple of minutes for the second sheet. So I waited for my second sheet and I got a 66.73, and absolutely delighted. So I was like, well, at least I've got one score. So now I've got two scores because I've got one before to go to midways, and maybe if I have time I'll get to go out again. So happy days, second in both classes, wandered out to the car to see Adam, passed Adam my sheets and said, oh yeah, we've got a blue day today, got one score but not the other. And Adam was flicking through my sheet, which I'll show you in a moment, and he was like, this doesn't add up properly. The one you've got is 64 and it physically isn't possible to get that score. Because I have amazingly been awarded 8s and 7.5s for my walk work today, but she's a good walker. So he recalculated it and he said it's not right, and I wasn't brave enough to go back, so I said, Adam, you do it, because I don't want to be confrontational. Anyway, so he very bravely did, and he was shitting his pants about going back. But he did go back. Anyway, it was recalculated. So it turns out they'd missed a whole collective off my test when they'd done the score, and it wasn't a 64.14, it was a 68.97. So I got both my scores today, and that means I won that class overall on nearly 69. Me and Shim, nearly 69%. It's absolutely mind-blowing. So happy. I just thought I wasn't doing enough, and now I already feel like, oh, it's a fluke, I won't be able to do that again. Why not? Why will I not be able to do that again? I need to just enjoy it. So really happy. Both my scores for prelim, so I can go to midways and do both the prelim and the novice championships now. So really good day, and I do have my first rosette's down there. I gave Puff my second rosette. I don't know where it is. She's probably, you can see the tail of it there. She loves to eat rosettes, so that's fine. Anyway, gonna go home, turn the ponies out, and go home and chill. 68.97. It should be first, but they haven't changed that bit. So there's my scores. Check this out, Abby. It's all paying off. You can have a little freeze of it if you need to. And then prelim 13 was the worst one. Interesting that I tried to pick her up and that it got a little bit worse, but that's okay. No 8s in this one, but still good walk marks with 7s and 7.5s. There's my little rosette down there. will just add as well, we're nearly home now, but I've just spoken to Carl Hester, aka Jenny's dad. He's actually called Paul. But yeah, Mr. Hester's just told us that Jenny's first test has already got her the school that she needed. So it means that we are both going to Midways. Exciting! Summer party! Woo! Well done, Jenny. Are home and chilling out, having some lunch and just enjoying relaxing after a really lovely morning. Just wanted to sign off and just say thank you for watching, basically, because I haven't said that yet. Shim's out in the field, she's happy, Bryson's happy, go back up later and bring them in, but today's just been a really good day, and I think that if I'd had a really bad day, I'd be sitting here ranting and saying, oh, this was shit, this was bad. And because I've had a good day, my instinct is to be like, oh, there's not much to say. But actually, I should give the good days more time than the bad days. I shouldn't be dragging out and explaining and like focusing on the negatives and making it a big deal. If I'm going to do that, then the positives have to have that recognition as well. Because otherwise, my brain is only really dissecting the bad parts and not dissecting the good. So just to say, we all have shit days. We all have good days. My first vlog I did, I was in tears. Today, I wasn't, and I just had such a good outing. Yeah, it's really important that if you've had a crappy day out competing, or even schooling, or even a dodgy hack, it doesn't last forever. You will have a good one. You'll have a good day. Enjoy the positives, learn from your negatives, but neither feeling is going to last. Bad feelings don't last forever because good stuff comes along. Good stuff doesn't last forever because we're always learning. So I'm just going to enjoy this today, and we really do, we've all got this. We have got this, and we need to remember that we work hard and everybody has good days, even me. So thank you so much for watching. There's not going to be a vlog for a little while now because I really am going back into training now. I've done what I needed to do. So maybe the next one that I'll vlog might be areas, we'll see. Anyway, bye!